Alright, so here I have some yellow, red, and green peppers that I have cleaned the seeds out of the middle of and cut in half. Start it out like this. Ta-da! So anyways, cut that, clean out the center how I choose to, and then we're going to add in the middle of it some really yummy cream cheese that I absolutely love, and chicken that we are going to cook. Okay, so seasoning the chicken, I'm keeping it very simple. I'm using this Stone Mill Essentials steak seasoning, and it's really good. I love it, love it, love it, love it. And I'm using 100% grapeseed oil to just cook the chicken real quick on the stove top before we put it inside of our peppers. Okay, so to make the filling for the peppers, I have used 2 of these containers of cream cheese. Oops. I've also used bacon bits. Now these are fully cooked and ready to serve. They actually, I like these more than like the crunchy bacon bits. But anyways, you can get these at Aldi's, and I love them. They are so good. So it's the bacon bits that are fully cooked, ready to serve. And as you can see, there are no carbs in this to go along with our high fat, low carb meal. And oh my gosh, you guys, this tiger sauce. If you don't know about tiger sauce, OMG. So, oh my God, it is like sweet but spicy at the same time. It is so good, like I guess a sweet hot sauce. It is so good. My husband put me on this, and it is so good. So there's only 2 grams of carbs in it, so I love using it. It's really good. Okay, so anyways, I put these ingredients together, and then I just simply stirred it together to get it real smooth. And then oh look, I still have some tiger sauce that I need to mix in there. Okay, so I'll get that done. You guys do the same, and then we will come right back to fill the peppers and to also start on cooking the meat. I have it here and ready to go. Also, one ingredient that I forgot about with this is the heavy cream. I also added heavy cream into this mixture. So don't forget your heavy cream. Heavy cream, cream cheese, your bacon bits, and then your amazing tiger sauce. Our chicken has a nice little sizzle going on here. And I'm just cooking it at medium heat. And just waiting for it to cook on both sides, really. It looks still, I almost said it still looks dead. Well, yeah, you know what I mean? It looks like, not dead, but like it's wanting to cluck at me. So we're just gonna flip it a little bit more and let it brown just a little bit more. We don't want it to do it too much because we're still going to put it in our bell peppers along with our filling and put it in the oven at 350 degrees for about 10 to 15 minutes. And we don't want the chicken to be all dried out and, you know, nasty and crunchy. We want it to be nice and tender. So we're just cooking it a little bit on the stovetop, and then we're going to add it into this and finish it up in the oven. Now I'm just, you know, poking the meat and kind of looking on the inside of it just to make sure it's not still cooking. Okay, so I think for what I have going on here, I don't know if y'all can see that, but I think I'm just gonna let it cook on the stove top for a little bit longer before I put it inside the peppers, just for my own personal sanity. I have to be sure. I need it to be how I like it to be. Yeah. So we're going to let that cook for a little bit longer, and then we're going to add them to the peppers. Yes, I put a smaller lid on top of it. That way it hurries itself along, and then you know, the mist that builds up on the glass, whatever that fancy scientific word is, happens. It drips back down into the meat and keeps it tender and moisturized. And that's why I do that. Y'all should try it too. Your meat will be good and tender, I promise you. It's one of those old school things that I saw my grandmother used to do, okay? So y'all can learn something today. Alright, so for what I needed to do, it's pretty done. It's done enough for what I need. Remember, we don't want it to be too done, because you still have to put it in the oven. So we're just gonna take our pieces of chicken and just add it however you want into your bell peppers. I'm sorry, I am holding my camera with one hand and I'm scooping with the other hand. See, I'm multitasking for y'all. I'm multitasking right now. That's what you call that. Multitasking. Just trying to show y'all the whole process here. Alright. So we're going to get these in here. And I'm going to be right back to show you how we're going to put the sauce and stuff on top of these. So after putting the chicken that I cooked on the stove top inside the peppers, so you can see, get in closer here so y'all can see really good. I have 2 little pieces here left over that I'm going to take with me to lunch tomorrow. So I'm just gonna sit these back here to the side. I've already turned my stove top off, and now I'm going to go away and come back to add the filling that I made earlier onto the bell peppers. And I'm gonna do this off camera because it was really hard for me to hold my camera in one hand and try to pick up the chicken in the other. So I'm just gonna go and come back. And yes, I know I need to invest in a stand. I don't need y'all to put that in the comments because I already know. But I don't have one right now, so we just gonna do what it do. Okay, so I know I said I was gonna do this off camera, but I really need to show y'all something. I'm turning the spoon backwards. I guess that's how you say that, backwards. And scooping from the back just to show you how much I'm putting on here. It's about that much. So I guess a spoonful, but it's easier if you have it on the back of the spoon and just put it in on top of the chicken and the bell pepper. So I did want to show y'all that because I have started it, but then I was like, oh crap, I need to show them how much of this filling I'm actually using. Alright, so I'll be right back. All right, I have completed my task of adding this filling into these peppers. And as you can see, I do have a good bit left. I don't know if y'all can tell that from the camera, but there's a good bit left. So what I'm gonna do, I have a couple of peppers left. I'll probably make more. This dish is a low carb, high fat meal. You can have it for lunch or dinner. I usually have it for dinner, and of course you have to like cream cheese to want to eat something like this. But I gotta tell you, I absolutely love cream cheese. Oh my god, when I found out that I could have cream cheese, it was just like the heavens opened up and was like, ah. I know, y'all pray for me. But anyways, so our next step in this is to move that out of the way. I have here some aluminum foil that I'm going to wrap around my glass pan here, because I don't want the vegetables or the chicken to get too dried out. Actually, I don't want it dried out at all. Not too dried out, just not dried out at all. So I'm going to put the aluminum foil over it to let it go into the oven for 10 to 15 minutes at 350 degrees. Okay, so I have covered my dish here fairly well. I'm gonna go and turn my kitchen timer on. I'm gonna start with 10 minutes just to see if it's good enough for my liking when I test it. So we'll start with that. So I will see y'all in 10 minutes. I'm gonna add this to the oven. Alright guys, my timer just went off, so it's been 10 minutes. It's going off again. It's going to keep going up until I hit the little button. We're going to check our peppers. I'm going to show them to you, and I'll let you know whether it's something that I, would want to keep, if it's good, or if I would want it to stay in a little bit longer. So we're going to check our peppers and see. Alright, so I'm gonna unravel this to see. Alright, so as you can see, it's starting to look good, but I don't know if y'all can tell this from I guess the camera's view, but the peppers aren't done enough for me. Now don't get me wrong, I love raw peppers. I can eat raw peppers, just how they come, but for this I do want them a little cooked, a little tender. So I'm gonna put them back in, and I know I said originally 10 to 15 minutes because usually that's what I do, but it looks like in this case I'm gonna put it in for another 10 minutes and we'll see what happens from there. So we'll be back in 10 minutes. So alas, my beautiful followers, we have peppers that are finished to my liking, and then we have our filling here that is really, let's see if I can get this straighter. There we go. This ooey gooey, it looks so good. I love me some cream cheese. So the next thing I'm gonna do is top it with some parsley flakes, and any of these ingredients, it's up to your discretion what you want to put in it. You don't have to use what I use, but I am gonna use the Stone Mill Essentials parsley flakes.